Her tears mixing with the water, she clutched her swollen belly, whispering to the child she would never rise. Mm. He will pay, she vowed, her voice trembling with rage. She poisoned herself with the sap of the tree, a slow and painful death. But before her soul departed, she swore an oath. His soul shall know no peace until he suffer. Tonight, I shall tell you a story of love, betrayal, vengeance, and redemption. A tale whispered through generations, carried by the wind, and written in the sand of time. Listen carefully, for within this story lies a lesson deeper than the roots of the ancient Iroko tree. Hmm. In a village surrounded by thick forest and sacred river, there was a man named Obinna. He was once strong, prosperous, and admired by all. His yam barn overflow, his goats multiply, and his laughter filled the village square. Hmm. But as season changed, so did his fate. One by one, he lost everything: his wealth, his livestock, his friends, even his family. His once bountiful field turned to dust. His animal fell to a mysterious sickness, and his children fled, fearing the darkness that seemed to follow him around. But what haunted him most was at night she came, a woman cloaked in darkness, her laughter twisting through the winds like a serpent's ease, her touch colder than the death itself. When he slept, she visited his dreams, whispering words he could not understand. Yet they burned into his very soul. Her voice was both beautiful and terrifying, a melody that turned into a scream. You are mine, she would say, her shadowy finger brushing his face. When he woke, his body ached, his mind flogged, his heart heavy as though unseen chain born in. He would find scratches on his arms, marks that appears in the dark, as if she has clawed her way into his reality. It is serious. The villagers whisper. Some call him cursed. Obinna has angered the gods, they said, avoiding his gaze. Others shun him, refusing to share palm wine or sit near him at the marketplace. What a pity. The children ran from him, calling him the man the spirit ate. Elders shook their heads, their faces full of worry, but none would help him. None could understand the torment that gripped his soul. Mm. Desperate, Obinna sought out priests, diviners, and herbalists, traveling far and wide across the land. He visited the shrine of Amadioha, the god of thunder, offering a white ram in sacrifice. But the storm only grew fiercer. He sought a powerful dibia, that stays in the hill, who burned bitter herbs and chanted until dawn. Yet no charm, no offering, no ritual could break the unseen chain that bound him. Oh, the spiritual wife would not let him go. One night, in a fix of despair, Obinna stood at the edge of his compound, staring into the darkness. Who are you? He shouted into the night. Why do you torment me? He went all back, and for a moment, he thought he saw her, a shadowy figure with eyes like burning coal, standing just beyond the moonlight. Obinna's desperation led him to Mama Chioma, the village seer, a woman whose sight reached beyond the veil of the living. Her hut was small, filled with the scent of burning incense and the clatter of cowries' shells. She sat on a mat, her eyes milky white, her hands trembling as she cast the shell. Obinna, she said, her voice low and grave, you are not cursed by the gods, but by a spirit who loved you once. She is your wife, but not of this life. She owes you with a vow you broke, a vow that has followed you through time. Obinna's heart sank. What vow? He asked, his voice trembling. Hmm. Mama Chioma's blind eyes seemed to pierce his soul. You will not find peace until you face her. But beware, the journey to break this bond will test your spirit. Many have tried to defy such spirits, but many have never returned. Hmm. She handed him a small amulet, a piece of calf wood wrapped in red thread. This will protect you, but only for a time. Go to the forbidden forest. There you will find your answers or your doom. This is getting serious. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped low, the horizon and the river shimmer in gold, Obinna met Adanma. She was not like the others. She did not fear his curse. She was a wanderer, a woman of the forest, with skin like polished ebony and a smile that warmed the coolest heart. She looked at him, and in her eyes, he saw something he has not seen in years. He saw hope. I see beyond what others says, she said, her voice soft but firm. You are not cursed. You are born by something older than this life. But together, we can find the truth. Obinna hesitated, clutching the amulet Mama Chomas has given him. Why would you want to help me? You don't know me, he asked. Adama's gaze softened. Because I too have known the weight of a spirit's word. My mother was taken by one when I was a child. I would not save her. I could not save my mother, but perhaps I can save you. And so their journey began. Into the forest they went, into the forbidden forest, where spirits roam and the air smell of ancient magic. The path was not easy. The trees seemed to close in around them. their branches twisting like skeleton ants. Nightmare became real. Shadow whispered their fear, taunting Obinna with memories of his failure. You are nothing but a failure, the shadow hissed. You will never be free. You are an unforgotten project. Unseen hands try to pull him apart, tugging at their clothes, their hair, their very souls. And at night, they undo by a small fire, the amulet glowing faintly in Obinna's hand, its power warming with each passing day. And listening, but they held on, they pushed forward. On the third day, as they crossed a narrow bridge over a black water stream, a figure appeared before them. A towering spirit with the body of a man and the head of a leopard. His eyes glow like amber, and its voice rumbled like an earthquake. Who dared to enter my domain? It growled, baring its fangs. Obinna froze, but Adama stepped forward, her voice steady. We seek the hidden priestess, Neoma. We mean no harm, great guardians. The leopard spirits snake cycling them. Many seek Neoma, but few are worthy. Prove your art, or I will devour your souls. Adama reached into her pouch and pulled out a small clay pot filled with honey, an offering she has been taught to carry. We offer these, a gift of sweetness to honor the forest. The guardian sniffed the honey, his growl softening. You are wise, woman, but the man, his heart is heavy with guilt. Let him speak. Obinna swallowed hard, his voice shaking. I, I, I have wronged someone in the past. I seek to make it right. Please let us pass. The guardian stared into his eyes, as if peering into his soul, then stepped aside. Go, but know this, the forest does not forgive easily. After days of wandering, they found her, the one who held the answer, Neoma, the hidden priestess, a woman as old as time, her eyes like the stars, her voice like the wind. Her hut was carved into the trunk of a massive tree, its roots stretching into the ground like the finger of a giant. She sat on a stool, weaving a basket, her movements slow and deliberate. You seek the truth, she asked. Her voice carried the weight of the centuries. Then listen. Obinna was not simply cursed. No, he was paying for a debt carried from another life. Long ago, he had loved a woman named Nkem. He had promised her marriage under the moonlight, beneath the sacred tree. He had promised her forever, swearing by the gods that he would never leave her, but men's heart. Hmm. When a wealthier woman from a neighboring village caught his eyes, he abandoned Nkem. Alone, pregnant, betrayed, heartbroken. Nkem stood by the sacred river, her tears mixing with the water. She clutched her swollen belly, whispering to the child. she would never rise. Mm. He will pay, she vowed, her voice trembling with rage. She poisoned herself with the sap of the tree, a slow and painful death. But before her soul departed, she swore an oath. His soul shall know no peace until he suffer as she did. Her spirit did not rest. It followed him through his lifetime, binding itself to him. She was his spiritual wife, not by love, but by vengeance. Neoma's eyes darkened as she spoke. She has waited for centuries, her pains glowing with each life. She will not stop until her oath is fulfilled or broken. Hmm. There is only one way to break this curse, Neoma said. You must return to the place where our sorrow began, the sacred river, where she took her life. You must offer a sacrifice that prove your soul has learned. Only then, and only then, will she be appeased. But beware, her hunger is a storm, and it may consume you. Hmm. The journey to the sacred river was tough. The forest seemed to fight them at every turn. Vines snake around their ankles, trying to pull them. Birds screech, warning from the treetop, and the air goes thick with the sense of decay. At night, Obinna's dreams were filled with vision of Nkem, her face twisted, her hands reaching for him, her voice crying, "You promised me forever." Hmm. Adama stays by his side, her presence a light in the darkness. She sang songs for him, songs of hope and healing. And though the shadow pressed closer, they could not touch her. And on the fifth day, they reached the sacred river. Its water were dark, reflecting the stormy sky. The air was heavy with the weight of Nkem's sorrows. To the sacred river they went, where Nkem had breathed her last. The water trembled, the sky darkened, and the spirit of Nkem rose from the depths, her form shimmering like a mirage. She was beautiful, with long braids that flow like the river itself, but her eyes were filled with the weight of centuries of pains. What a pity. Her voice was a storm, shaking the three around them. Why have you come? She asked, her voice echoing through the air, her gaze spicing Obinna's soul. Obinna fell to his knee, tears streaming down his face. I have come to right my wrong. I was blind in my past life. I was cruel. I broke my vow to you. And for that, I am sorry. I am here now to beg for your forgiveness, to break this chain of suffering. Hmm. He offered the most sacred thing he had, his family ancestral relic, a carved wooden staff passed down for generations, a symbol of his lineage, his pride. He placed it at the river's edge, his hands trembling, and then he cut his palm with a small knife, letting his blood drip into the water, offering himself as proof of his remorse. Take my blood, he said, his voice breaking. Take my pride, take my life, if you must, but let this end. Adama stepped forward, her voice soothing yet firm. She held a small calabash filled with palm oil, a symbol of peace, and poured it into the river as an offering. Nkem, your pain has been carried for too long. Let it rest. Let him go. Let yourself be free. You were wrong, but vengeance has only borne you to more suffering. Release him and find peace in the afterlife. Please, I beg of you. Nkem's spirit hover above the river, her form flickering between rage and sorrow. She looked at Obinna, her eyes searching his soul. Do you truly understand my pain? She asks, her voice softer now, but still heavy with grief. Obinna notes, his voice choked with emotion. I see it now. I feel it. I broke your heart. And in doing so, I broke my own. I will carry this lesson for the rest of my life. Hmm. Nkem turned to Adamma, her gaze softening. And you speak of peace. Why do you care for this man who has caused such pain? Adamma smiled, her eyes warm. Because I believe in second chances. And I believe that even the most broken heart can heal. Mm. Nkem's tears fell, mixing with the river water, turning them a faint red for a moment before they clear. Her spirit, once twisted by vengeance, began to glow with a soft light. Then I will let go, she whispered. The cause unraveled like a knot undone by time. And just like that, she was gone, her spirit ascending into the sky. A single bright shining star, then it rests. Thank God. Obinna is free. Wow. Obinna was free. He and Adamma returned to the village, forever changed. His palm flourished, the head yielding yam as big as a man's arm. His health returned, his body strong once more. His heart, once heavy, was now light. The villagers welcomed him back, their fear replaced with happiness. And in Adama, he found something he has long lost, love. They married under the same tree where Obinna at once made his vow to Nkem, but this time he kept his promise. But he never forgot the lesson. Promises are sacred. The past never truly die. And karma always finds its ways. The village held a great feast to celebrate Obinna's return, with drumming and dancing that lasted until the moon was high. But as the fire died down, Mama Chioma, the seer, approached Obinna. You have been given a second chance, she said, her milky eyes glinting in the fireplace. But the spirits are always watching. Live with honor, or they will return. Obinna noted, his hand clasped in Adamma's own. He knew he would never forget the weight of his past, nor the mercy he had been shown. And so remember this tale. Keep your bros, keep your promise, honor your love, and above all, never make a vow you do not intend to keep. For the spirit never forgets, and the past will always find a way and return to you. For rheumatism and arthritis, Get the down part of cow leg, that bokoto, the down part of cow leg, cow, the down part of its leg. All you need is the bone there. You can get it from the market. Those that sell those parts of cow, you can ask them to give you. Then when you get that bone, cut it into pieces. Then get this leaf. You call it ewe jirin. The down part of cow leg that I mean the bokoto, that bokoto, the bone. After you might have cut it into pieces, keep it aside. Then get away jirin, this leaf, get away jirin. Then get alligator pepper, atari. That alligator pepper, you will remove all the skin. Please don't allow any seed to get lost. Then stylishly remove the dirt from the body. Don't blow it with your mouth. Use your hand to remove it. When you finish all this, get a keg, either 2.5 liter or 5 liter. Put the leaf, all the leaves inside first. Then pour the bones on the leaf and pour the alligator pepper seed on it. Then get me a gin, any gin of your choice. If you are in Nigeria, you can get Shinap, you can get Lord Gin, or any gin that you want to use. Pour the gin inside. Leave the thing for some time, for like 3 days, for it to ferment. Then after that, be taking it twice daily. A shot in the morning and a shot at night. This is tested, confirmed. It's an ancient cure. If you are a man, you are suffering from premature ejaculation or weak erection or even low sperm, get a joint plantain or gedeto sopo. The normal plantain we eat, the one we use in frying, that one we fry, not banana, plantain. Get plantain, then get 4 cubes of sugar. When you got all this, peel the skin and slice the plantain to pieces. Sun dry it and grind to powder. Please make sure fly does not perch on it. Add the sugar and grind very well. You'll be taking this powder with cooked beans. You can lick it and drink water on it. It is very effective. It is very effective. Your pasture will go back to normal. No more weak erection, premature ejaculation, or low sperm. But if you have infection, please treat infection before taking this. Thank you very much. If you love what I'm doing, please support me by commenting, liking, subscribing, and also please turn on the notification button so you'll be notified when next I drop a new video. And to my returning subscribers, I love you all. Thank you so much for your support. It means the world to me. Do come back, for in my next video, I'll be dropping another powerful tips. Stay blessed. Bye for now.